During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always, B aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, guys.
You're hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
Lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to a girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
And howdy, y'all. What's going on? It's Tuesday. It's March 26th, 2019. It's just 2000, well, it's 19, whatever. It's been many years since Jesus died, rose from the dead to save us. And then
it's 2019 minus 33, I believe.
And then leave again. And then now we got, the you-know-whats and the you-know-whos running around, putting hormones in the kids. Anyway, welcome aboard, guys. I'm feeling a little bit more alive than yesterday.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are more alive. If you haven't noticed, we're back on the main channel, folks.
Back on the main channel. It's probably a lot of people not getting notifications. It's a little wonky.
Yeah, it's going to be weird, as Ellie Werewolf says. It takes time for something to wear off, so.
But yeah, we got this late last night. Royce
midnight,
pounding into the studio.
I'm like,
dude, you literally came in. You're like Kramer from Seinfeld.
Yeah, I did.
Like, hey, Jerry, I hate N-words, and we got our channel back.
I came back. I go, dude, we got our fucking channel back, and our videos, they're back up. I checked. The videos are backed up and fully monetized.
Well, of course, because fuck you.
Think about this, Feld. Had you just done a copyright claim and made a little dough off the video, I wouldn't have cared. We would have been dying. I would let him.
Probably would have cared.
But now,
would have let it go though.
But right now, though, it's our money.
So, what happened? What do you think happened?
First off, thank you to everybody that helped. There's a lot of people helped, and thank you to the people that a couple people that looked over the response and made sure it was perfect. It was sent in, and when it was sent in, they had 10 to 14 days. By the way, the reason I read 10 to 14 days, it depends on what state they're in, because different states require 10 business days, which would be 14 days. But some states, it's like 10 days. It doesn't matter if they're weekends or not. Apparently, Florida's 10 days, so they had 10 days, and they had till midnight of yesterday to show that they were going to file some legal action. And we got this email: Dear Revenge of the Sis, in accordance with the Digital Millennium Copyright Act.
Which sounds a dope name, by the way. It's a dope name for an act.
It is. We've, opening up a Coachella, we have completed processing your counter notification. The following videos have been restored unless you've deleted them. We didn't.
No,
They're
of course
there.
We wouldn't delete them. Why would we delete them?
The link to the videos and then the YouTube team. So, goes to show you, folks, if you fight them and you can... Look, here's what we figured out.
And it was, look, to be honest with you, there was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of wasted time. There was a lot of emails.
A lot of shows we couldn't do on the main channel.
And look, at the end of the day, that last email, I looked at Royce and I'm like, what do you think? He's like, yeah, absolutely. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Look, we told you to go fuck yourself, so go fuck yourselves. We'll see you at the appeal process.
Yeah.
And, hey, it worked out.
Hey, Feld, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, seriously. Nice fucking Nice dead circus act. Stupid.
Elephants with syphilis. What was it? Something like that. Fucking syphilis elephants.
Bonham and Bailey, our elephants have AIDS. Come bring the kids and get elephant AIDS. Bonham and Bailey. I don't know if that's true.
That's
But
not,
now we're not gonna.
it's not even, the song didn't even rhyme that well. I don't think they should have paid for
I
it.
think people got the point though. Bonham and Bailey, bring in the kids, and who knows when you go home they might catch SIDS. Why did my baby die? Elephant syphilis. That's how. So
Bonham and Bailey, unaccompanied miters and trailers of old men.
And you know what the
Allegedly.
problem- you know what the problem is now with Feld, and this is what really why people need to learn. For anybody watching this show who does not like us, who thinks that engaging us is a good idea, it's like now we can get away with whatever we want with Feld, and from now on, they are now a part of our universe. Like they're still
of
gonna
course.
get like Blues Dolls fucking videos and like just stupid. Like Feld Entertainment will now forever be a reference on this show, and not in a good way, not in a flattering way. But who knows? They're hiring a new digital marketing director.
That's
so,
pretty
they're
cool,
gonna have
dude.
them.
It's pretty cool.
I guess they need somebody full time to just block people.
Yeah, I guess. So how did that work out for you? And by the way, remember, one of our fans did send an email. I think it's Torosaurus sent the email that said to them, you guys are going to go again. Remember, we thought it was so well written, we thought it was a lawyer or something. And it turned out it was a fan. And he says, you're going to go up against them. They're going to make fun of you. You're going to look bad. And in the end, they're going to get their channel back. That's exactly what happened.
And now forevermore,
Yeah.
it's going to be stupid motocross references.
Of course.
Like you've ruined it now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing you could do. There's nothing you can do about it now.
I would love to see them. I would love to have seen them be like, no, we're going to court. Like, over a 50. Literally, the amount of time, like, the email I wrote, thanks to a friend of ours who does not want to be named, but we have a friend of the show who's in the legal field, and he likes to just, he doesn't act as an attorney. We just send him things we're doing. And
It's
he goes,
Charlie Kelly. It's Birdsall.
It's what it is. It's actually Charlie, Philadelphia-based attorney Charles Kelly.
Sorry.
Your Honor! He just fucking, but no, he has a clip-on tie. That's always too
like
short.
great, yeah.
But yeah, so we send him stuff, and he'll usually go like, just look at this little worksheet. There's these things you can look up, and just
Right.
sends like, oh, thank you, and then you do it yourself. He doesn't do anything for you other than go, just go over here before you finish your email, and you're like,
Right.
oh, this is a great resource. So we got it. We were citing precedents. We were fucking these guys over really hard. So it was very nice to have them.
It was.
Be like, forget it. This is going to be exhausting.
We had like legal PDFs sent to us
It was
showing
yeah.
precedent. It was really, it felt like we were in a Law and Order case.
The clip was actually covered under the fucking fair use. Like 4 times. Like
Yes,
there's
I
4
know.
instances under fair use that made
Parody.
This thing. Well, not yeah, and there were so many things that it was like, oh, that's also that. It's also this.
It's
like
also
less,
that.
If it's less than 1% of your I think if it's like if not even less than 1%, but it's like vaguer than that. It's like if it's an insignificant part of your total project, it's allowed. And we're like, it's a 2-hour episode. It was like a 30-second clip.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck there. It was just covered under so many things. So don't do this. It's stupid. It's dumb.
Oh man, that was fucking crazy.
So speaking of getting stuff back, I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but I am now permanently suspended on Twitter.
yes, Mike is suspended his 12-year-old account.
My 12-year-old Twitter account is no more, which is super bummer. And I want to attempt, even though I know it's a long shot, like to attempt to politely get my show, get my Twitter back. So I really would like it if people, no, they did not. They did not deny the appeal because I have not submitted the appeal.
Yes.
The appeal is being very carefully crafted, even more than with this appeal
Right.
was, because this is like do or die. It's over. So I got a bunch of people working on it. It's almost done. But what would help me is if people were able to submit their own Twitter. You go to support.twitter.com. If not on burner account, you have burner accounts, this isn't going to help. VPN accounts, you're not going to help. But if you're people that have established Twitter accounts, if you've been around for a while, you'd really be helping me out if you just open up a Twitter support ticket. It's not going to harm you in any way if they don't, whatever. But if people could, please do me a favor. Open up your own. Go to support.twitter.com. Open up for targeted harassment, and please inform Twitter that at Gabe Hoff and at an Open Secret are both operated by the same guy, and that he has basically violated every term of service they have. Point out the fact that most of his tweets have now since been deleted. Like a large portion of his tweets have been deleted because he covers his tracks. He is engaged in targeted harassment to multiple other accounts. And yeah, if you guys can help me out, just submit a polite reminder to Twitter that Gabe Hoffman has been harassing me for about a year now. And that the person that I was actually tweeting to when I got suspended is a friend who's since said that they don't have a problem with what I tweeted at them.
Correct.
So Gabe has gone out of his way to abuse the reporting system to silence all of his critics. So, and if you guys are in the Discord, there is somebody's been keeping very good, up-to-date records of what's been going on with this. So if you are in the Discord, look in that channel for any screenshots you want to use. It's all above board. We're just keeping records and archives of what's happening. So if you want to cite something, you want to reference something, go to the Discord. You'll see that stuff. I really need people in my corner. Be nice. Don't be stupid. Just point out, look, I'm a comedian, and Gabe Hoffman, after I exposed him for a lot of unethical business practices, began a targeted harassment campaign against me. Try to help me out. Yeah, support.twitter.com. You'd be really helping me out. And then I'm going to submit mine this week, and then I've got some people who are also going to hit with a second wave of tickets. And we're going to try, guys. We're going to try, because this is bullshit.
Of course, absolutely. It's
You know?
and the other thing is, especially after watching the Tim Dillon on Rogan thing, when she goes, we don't just take people off, we give them warnings. You were just completely taken off, no warning.
They say, like, oh, well, if you had warnings in the past.
Yeah.
But I think there should be a cool down time.
Yeah.
Because I have not caught a Twitter ban in like a year and a half. Like not even, maybe over a year since I've even gotten like a lockout for 12 hours.
Right.
I feel like there should be, right? Like if
Yeah.
you bet a whole, I understand if you just keep getting them and getting them and getting them and then they get you. But I've actually been very good about my account. I haven't been locked out for any reason. So, yeah, it's kind of odd to me. I don't know. We're gonna.
It seems weird. So we'll find out. Of course, everybody send those tweets, and like Mike said, be nice. Don't be spurks. One more thing I want to plug before we get into all the news and stuff. Again, support David's fight against cancer. T.S. Moose and Swally. Did you know they're brothers?
I did not know.
They are brothers.
Jesus.
Yes, and this is their cousin. They need help. This 19-year-old kid got testicular cancer spread to his bladder, spread to his stomach, and he doesn't have any health insurance, and he needs help. So I'm going to post a link there. It's going to be also in the show description as well. If you guys can, please donate what you can. I got a nice email, by the way, Mike, from his sister, telling us to thank all the fans, that they very appreciative that we talked about it and stuff like that. So if you guys can help out, it'll be in the description of the show, and I just posted it in the chat. Okay.
Yeah, and I will be donating. I said I was going to do it last night, and to be honest, I had to. I haven't looked at my bank yet. Once I look at it this week, I'm going to go, all right, I got to do something. So I promise.
Yeah, it's one of those things you don't want to see it because you don't want to get bummed.
It was Miami, then New York, and then home, and I'm like, I'm sick. Let me kind of recover for a few days.
Right.
Then I'll check my bank account when I'm not suicidal and crashing, and then I'll go, all right, here. That hurts, but here. But yeah, please support if you can. Oh, fuck.
Here you go. Yeah. There you go. You got it. Yeah, if you can, please help out. Very much appreciated. The family appreciates it a lot. So do what you can, guys. All right. I guess it's the breaking story that happened right before the show.
Breaking news.
We just have been with another copyright strike because you did that. Good job,
Sorry.
Mike. The thing is, Mike
Bum,
is
ba, bum, 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 bum. One of those.
Mike is so pitch perfect that we get him with copyright strike.
Bing. Remember that one? That was my favorite one when Fox would go live.
And something would like slide over. Jussie Smollett's criminal case.
I remember that Fox News was the MSNBC/CNN of its time. When like Obama was in office, they just did the same thing for Bush. Remember that? They'd be like, breaking news, President Bush is handsome. And you're like, that's not breaking.
Come on, man.
You didn't need to use the breakings. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, breaking news. Look at how handsome he is in a bomber jacket. We are scheduled to be in Iraq for another 25 years.
Jussie Smollett criminal case dropped.
Yikes.
Jussie Smollett will not be prosecuted for allegedly faking a racial attack because all charges have been dropped. Jussie and his lawyer will address the media at 8:45. Jussie and his lawyers ran to court Tuesday morning in Chicago, where he is facing 16 felony counts of lying to police and alleged racial and homophobic attack. Jussie will surrender his $10,000 bond, but that's it. The case is over. We're told state attorney Kim Fox told Chicago police that she was dropping the case because Jussie would have only gotten community service if convicted. And she said he has already performed community service, so there's no point in prosecuting him. We could not find any record of Smollett doing community service. We're told Chicago police are furious and feel something untoward is going on with Kim Fox.
Can we all agree? All right, well, can we just say one thing, right? Without even talking about this specific case, we can all agree that when it comes to corruption, city corruption, Chicago's like the first city most people think of in America, right? It's past New York. It's past L.A., right? The most, I would say, like politically corrupt. Like, LA's the most fucked up. New York's the most financially corrupt.
Politically, there's nobody even close. I mean,
it's still like
Detroit's coming up, but still nobody's even close to them.
Detroit just collapsed before it had a chance to. But Chicago is basically like they're the only ones that still act like the turn of the century, like political boss, like Tammany Hall. Like this, Chicago is just we're gonna make that go away. Remember the scene in Casino when the guys were trying to rip the place off, and then they notice Joe Pesci's there and he's protecting the place.
Yeah,
and then they're like, "Oh yeah, no, we were just about to leave," and then they leave, and then the lady comes back with their money, and he's like, "Yeah, they don't need that no more." That's kind of like what Chicago is. Oh, we got his booking slip. Yeah, we don't need that no more. Get out of here. And you're like, whoa, no, there's nobody's explaining anything.
So
it's very corrupt, and it's like that's why the mafia did so well in Chicago too.
So apparently, some sort of former aide to Michelle Obama or something like this. I'm trying to get the story. Used to work in Chicago or something. The Asian lady you were telling me before the show.
Yeah, she was like Obama. She might have been a chief of staff even, or a fucking advisor. She was some kind of. She had a spot in the Obama administration. And I guess she's close to Michelle. And that's not even like a tinfoil hat thing. Like this woman is allegedly reached out to the
NBC Chicago. You're right. This is NBC covering it. Jussie Smollett updates. Text emails reveal Fox asked Johnson to turn investigation over to the FBI. New documents showing text messages and emails change revealed Cook County State Attorney Kim Fox asked Superintendent Eddie Johnson to turn the Jussie Smollett investigation over to the FBI before she recused herself from the case. The documents obtained Wednesday by NBC5 via Freedom of Information Act request show correspondence between Fox and an unknown person and Tina Tichin, that's the one, a one-time assistant to former President Barack Obama and Chief of Staff to Michelle Obama.
Right, I was right. Chief of Staff.
Yeah, Chief of Staff. In an email, Tichin said that she knows the Smollett family and said they have concerns about the investigation into the alleged hate crime attack, which police now say was a hoax staged to boost his career. In the messages, Fox tells an unknown person who contacted her on Tichin that they spoke to a superintendent and he was trying to figure out logistics. In a later email, Fox tells Tichin she's convinced Johnson to reach to the FBI to ask him for the investigation. So anyway, She is connected to it, and after she met with him, after this email, after they met, it's when the charges were dropped. Now, of course,
surprise twist in the Jussie Smollet investigation. The Cook County State's attorney issued a surprise statement, and the brothers questioned in this case made an unexpected visit to the criminal court building. NBC5's Trina Orlando on the story, live with the latest details. Trina.
Allison State's attorney Kim Fox recused herself from the case late this afternoon. This is Chicago police continue to investigate.
Can we agree that Trina Orlando sounds like a female rapper?
yes.
Does that not sound like some? And then you find out she's not even. She's from like Deltona.
Mm-hmm. She would be on a track with DeBrat.
You go, wait, Trina Orlando? Yeah, she's this big booty black bitch. She raps. She's from Orlando, and you're like, no, she's from Titusville.
Yeah, she's not from Orlando.
Investigate whether Jussie Smollet, who was once considered a victim in this case, could instead face charges. Jussie Smollet is staying silent as law enforcement.
Okay, so this is
If
whatever.
he gets away with this,
Yeah.
we're going to be very angry.
And they're saying that there's they can't find. They said there would be no point for him to do community service because he's already done community service, but according to what people are saying, there's nothing on record of him doing community service. But that's not the point. We have a legal process. And in the article, it also says his record is wiped clean. He has no record now.
That can't be. That's not allowed.
Well, that's what happened.
That's not allowed. That's like when the feds have to, look, I don't like the feds anyway, overstepping their bounds, and I'm more of a states' rights guy. But once you establish things like the FBI and the Department of Justice, this is what they're for. It's for people to come in and go, no. Open these back up. What did you do? Like the same thing. Look what they're doing to Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh,
People
yeah.
are starting to unseal things now and go, whoa, what the fuck were you guys doing in this office?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, look, dude, I think, I fucking pray, man, that, I don't think the world's ever going to be fixed. But I do want to see some of the bad guys hang.
Oh, yeah.
Figuratively, not necessarily literally. Don't fucking strike me for that.
No, I
I'm
know
just
what
saying
you
I
meant,
want
yeah.
them to fucking feel the fire in court. And I think that there's so much of this shit now, man. We just have to keep, like, the thing is to not let it go away. So you guys can't let the news brush past it. You have to keep pushing it after they go, oh, well, who Jussie who? And you're like, no, that's bullshit. You remember.
Yeah, you know exactly who. So the police chief made a statement, and he is not happy.
So listen, I'm sure we all know what occurred this morning. My personal opinion is that you all know where I stand on this. Do I think justice was served? No. What do I think justice is? I think this city is still owed an apology. And let me digress for a moment. When I came on this job, I've been a cop now for about 31 years. When I came on this job, I came on with my honor, my integrity, and my reputation. If someone accused me of doing anything that would circumvent that, then I would want my day in court, period, to clear my name. I've heard that they wanted their day in court with TV cameras so America could know the truth. But no, they chose to hide behind secrecy and broker a deal to circumvent the judicial system. My job as a police officer is to investigate an incident, gather evidence, gather the facts, and present them to the state's attorney. That's what we did. I stand behind the detective's investigation. I'll let Mary Manuel comment further.
You know what? Oh, man, I like this because this is a straight up, there's going to be a fight in Chicago now.
Oh, yeah, this is not good.
You know, by the way, boy, did he get a talking to after this press conference. There were calls from the mayor and all that stuff.
And he's like, I don't give a fuck.
And he was probably like, man, eat a dick, dude. I'm not. And they're probably, and I guarantee you, he's getting accused right now. You're grandstanding so you can run for mayor. So he might even do it. But, dude, he is right now. You could tell he's pissed.
Oh, yeah, he's angry.
And that's, by the way, that is spitting on his cops. Like, they didn't just come up with 16 charges. Like he said, he had detectives and these people, and they put everything together, and they said, this is what we got.
Right.
And he's not happy.
One thing is not only do I support the hard work of our police officers, the defective.
Oh, well, there's the mayor. No, you're right. There's Rahm Emanuel. Nope, I guess not. Rahm Emanuel is is with him.
Oh no!
So wait.
Oh, no.
It's
Somebody...
By the way, I hate Rahm Emanuel.
I hate him too. But let's not get too happy because I actually heard somebody say Rahm Emanuel pulled a heel turn here. So I don't know what he said yet. But before, let's just hear this human snake person talk.
I hate this man.
Oh, I hate that whole family. Ari Emanuel is the guy that runs CIA, and that's CAA, not the CIA, which pretty much is the same thing. But yeah, the whole family's connected.
Units, but I'd like to remind everybody, a grand jury indicted this individual based on only a piece of the evidence that the police had collected in that period of time. So a grand jury actually brought the charges.
Look at this cop, by the way. Look at the superintendent grinding his teeth.
Oh, yeah.
The entire time Rahm is talking.
He's very angry.
By the way, the self-control being exhibited by the superintendent of police. Like, if you just watch him, he's like, you can just tell he wants to beat Rahm Emanuel over the head.
Oh, yeah.
I would, too.
I think on three things I'd like to say. One, on financial costs, this $10,000 doesn't even come close to what the city spent in resources to actually look over the camera, gather all the data, gather all the information that actually brought the indictment by the grand jury on many, multiple different charges. Second is what I would call the ethical costs. And the ethical cost is you have, as a person who was in the House of Representatives when we tried to pass the Shepard legislation that dealt with hate crimes, putting them on the books, that President Obama then signed into law.
All right, speaking of grandstanding, fucking Christ, get to it, Rahm.
Victim of a hate crime who now will be doubted. People of faith, Muslim or any other religious faith, who will be a victim of hate crime.
You see this pundit speech he's doing? Oh, I hate this guy. It's full transparent.
I told you to.
Oh.
That's why I told you to wait.
Oh, I hate this guy. I fucking hate this guy.
I had heard he came off a bit cunty.
Yeah, you think?
I didn't see it. I just.
And the people of Muslim faith I hate him.
He literally came out standing next to this chief, so you're like, oh, all right, I might be on Rahm's side. It's like, let's hold off because I've been hearing things. And sure enough, he just fucking heel turned with the chair. Chair shot to the cop.
That of all walks of life and backgrounds, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation. Now this casts a shadow of whether they're telling the truth, and he did this all in the name of self-promotion. And he.
Hi, Mr. Unaware Guy. This is also Rahm Emanuel right now is not. Nobody likes him in Chicago. Nobody. He's done nothing for all the violent crimes. Half the police hate him. Nobody likes him. So he's just trying to score points here. I think he's just taking the side of the most popular thing.
Use the laws of the hate crime legislation that all of us collectively over years have put on the books to stand up to be the values that embody what we believe in. This is a whitewash of justice. A grand jury could not have been clearer. To then say not only is the cost, the $10,000 doesn't come cost financially, but all the other repercussions of this decision it made, to me, where is the accountability in the system? You cannot have, because of a person's position, one set of rules apply to them, and another set of rules apply to everybody else. In another way, you're seeing this play out in the universities, where people pay extra to get their kids a special position in universities.
Did he just tie in the university thing to the Jussie Smollet thing?
Those are the real enemies of America.
He's all over the place. Hey, 600 people were killed in your city last year. You fucking loser. Do something about that.
Now you have a person, because of their position and background, who's getting treated in a way that nobody else would ever, sorry about that, don't get near, I'm doing near my sermon here, that would ever get close to this type of treatment. Our officers did hard work, day in and day out, countless hours, working to unwind what actually happened that night. The city saw its reputation dragged through the mud, But I remind everybody it was not just the officer's work. That work, a piece of that work, was shown to a grand jury, and they made a decision based on only a sliver of the evidence. And as I remember correctly, somebody wanted to have that evidence in the day, as the superintendent said, their day in court, so all the evidence could be made public.
Is he missing a finger? Is he missing like the tip of a finger? Yeah, look. Yeah, he is. Fuck happened to you, Rom? All right, so basically, you get the gist. They are not going to be. I don't think this is going to stand. I think something's going to happen, right? I can't imagine what they were thinking. You know.
I mean, I don't know unless the feds step in. If the feds step in, then yeah, that'd be great. But I'd like the feds to, look, they got their commission, right? They got Mueller and they got to do their little investigation. Don't we get one now?
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Can't we just send? Can't we send like a nice prosecutor into Chicago?
Yeah.
Around.
What's Ken Starr doing?
No, let's send batshit crazy Rudy Giuliani into Chicago.
No, are you crazy?
Like fucking.
He'll just be screaming, "The pizza sucks here. Why'd you bring me here?"
Like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Choose the form of the destroyer. I choose Rudy Giuliani.
It's fucking. Be so mad. Okay, let's.
And he just indicts everybody in Chicago.
So this is this. I thought you were gonna kick out of this. So you know how the Mueller report came out, and it turns out there was no collusion with Russia.
Yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, remember that whole thing?
Remember when Barr came out yesterday and he was like, "Yeah, no, there's nothing here," and the whole report's going to be released, hopefully with the FISA warrant. Well, this guy, Bad Goy, put this together.
Of course.
This video's good.
Of course.
Trump Mueller meltdown. Reddit and Twitter salt mine. Check this out. A few months ago in Clown World.
We wish you a Mueller Christmas. We wish you a Mueller Christmas.
It's really good. Have you seen the supercut though?
We wish you a Mueller Christmas and impeachment next year. Indictments will come to you and your kin. Indictments for Christmas and
These are good. This is really good, dude. They were really cocky. They were really fucking cocky.
Impeachment next year. We wish you a Mueller Christmas.
We wish you a Mueller Christmas.
We wish you a Mueller Christmas and impeachment next year.
Indictments will come to you and your kin.
Indictments for Christmas and impeachment next year.
The left is so cringe.
This is really bad.
You know what? At least there's something to counterbalance all the QAnon songs. They do shit like this that's so cringy.
We wish you a Mueller Christmas. We wish you a Mueller Christmas.
Trump is a moron. I think the easiest way to get him will be to put a mic and a camera in front of him every single day. Forget about the investigation. He will confess on live TV.
They do that.
They
do that every day.
Christmas and impeachment next year. Subpoenas galore.
Bring forth the grand juries, bring forth the grand juries. We know you're in bed with Putin because your treason is clear.
This is good. Come on, let it play. Let it play. It's good. I'm enjoying this.
This is a guy who does off-Broadway shows.
No, they're not off-Broadway. They're off-Broadway.
Off-Broadway, yeah.
The local theater.
Community theater. Community theater shows, yeah. Nice fedora.
And impeachment next year.
Several months later. Trump did not conspire with Russia, the BBC article. Okay, so this is Reddit, this is Twitter. This is right after the Mueller report came out. Fuck America. Fuck Trump. Fuck Mueller. Fuck fascist. Fuck you if you support fascism.
What about Mueller time?
Fuck Mueller, dude. It's Mueller time. Everybody knew all along Mueller was working with Trump.
It's Mueller time.
If Mueller's afraid of Russia, so he pussied out.
It is, clearly.
This Tyler Bishop on Twitter. Democracy died today. There's no justice, no rule of law, no representation of the people. Courts are already packed. Mike, We're living in 1930s Germany.
No. We're living in 2019 America. That's clearly it's an objectively untrue statement, right?
We're living in 1930s Germany, and most Americans don't even notice. What a terrifying time to be alive.
I'm pretty sure if I woke up in 1930s Germany, I'd notice. I'd be going around going, hello, and just people talking to me in German. Thank you.
Worst part, Americans won't fight for democracy, the number 4.
By the way, this is not 1930s Germany. Our crime rates in major cities are way higher.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm without hope, undone.
So dramatic.
It's just... Remember every house in your neighborhood where a piece of shit had a Trump sign. Then go there tonight and burn it the fuck down.
I don't think that is
something you should be saying on the internet.
Say that on the internet.
1 year, no beer on Reddit. Okay, so this guy. Yes, I'm doubling down.
Yeah,
the
Krasensteins.
Yes, the Mueller report will absolutely show that the Trump campaign colluded with Russia to obtain dirt on the Clintons and influence the election. How do I know I'm right? It's already been proven. The campaign invited a Russian asset to Trump Tower who promised such.
Can I point out Brian Krasenstein is the guy that tweeted that Don Jr. will be indicted, and that if Don Jr. is not indicted, Brian Krasenstein will delete his account. And he has not deleted his account.
Why has he not deleted his account?
People have saved that tweet everywhere.
I have no idea what Barr is about to release to Congress, but it won't be Mueller's report. Just remember this. I'm hoping for an honest summary, but we need a full report now. For everything I'm seeing from everyone, From everything I'm seeing with everyone I've spoken to, and after following this mess for 2 years, I am confident that the Mueller report will be incredibly damaging to Mr. Trump, his family, and those around him. For those attacking me right now, how about waiting for the report? Fuck Mueller. At Jenna Friedman?
Oh, yeah. Shocking.
I won't be repeating it. My wife and I sold our wedding and engagement rings to buy guns and gun training courses. We won't let them take our ethnic neighborhood someday. We all need to train ourselves to protect our democracy before it's too late. It sucks that I wake up crying every day now because this is our world. I wasn't meant to be a soldier.
I wasn't meant to be a soldier. I was a cheesemaker. Like, wait, making money, you mean? Or I'm out there to make this cheese.
I made fucking cheese, but now I'm a soldier thrown into some Hitler remake. God, it's awful. Oh, fuck.
The Democrats
Here.
bungled this worse than anything you could possibly imagine.
Sank.
I think that the collusion happened both before and after. So what does that mean? That Trump has clearly been money laundering for the Russians.
Clearly. Without question, case closed. Object. I mean, we can say unequivocally that we have absolute proof that the president of the United States is laundering money for Russia. We have, according to
it's been all over the place.
Undeniable facts.
Yeah. Decades now. So that explains why Trump was in a panic once they started the investigation. So why is he doing obstruction if there's no collusion during the election? Because he knows, man, if you dig into my personal finances, you're going to find terrible, terrible things. That's why he never released his tax returns. That's why he was jittery and panicked about the Russians to begin with.
No matter whether Trump gets indicted or not, Russia has won. No, we are living in a timeline, is what they meant to write, where Russian trolls push the narrative that both sides are the same, and a large portion of the middle has accepted that. It's time to stop pretending there's two equal sides. There is intellectually and morally superior side, and then there's the right-wingers.
This is so retarded.
The right hates that we Reddit browsing, NPR listening, in quotes, coastal liberal elites are the winners in a service-based, multicultural, globalized society because of our open worldview and high intelligence.
No, this is a shit post. This has to be a shit post.
And then they blame all their failures on minorities and undocumented immigrants.
This is a fuck. This has to be a copy pasta or something.
Let's see. They are seeing how America is increasingly becoming a vibrant, diverse, and how non-white people will soon be the majority, and losing their privilege terrifies them. Republicans have now become the party of old white people who refuse to give up their white privilege and who wants to make America white.
Clearly.
I've come to realize much of American history is made up of periods where liberals are dragging right-wingers kicking and screaming into the future. Then we compromise for a while, then go back to dragging. It says, then she made a list. I'm assuming this is a woman. No right-wingers, we're not going back to England. No right-wingers, you can't go form your own country with blackjack and slaves.
I can't do this. I can't. This is so gay.
No right-wingers. You cannot keep denying women the right to votes. No right-wingers. We're not going back to the way things were before the Depression. No right-wingers. Literacy tests are unconstitutional.
How are they? Okay.
No right-wingers. You can't deny homosexuals the right to marry. It's always been liberals dragging conservatives against their will into a better future.
Scum.
I grew up in one of the in-between eras where we all thought that compromise...
I like how this person is just basically not even realizing it, and they're unintentionally revealing how psychotic and narcissistic leftists are. We have to constantly be getting our way, basically, and forcing it on people because those people are dumb.
It's time once again for liberals and progressives to stop being nice and drag our country into the 21st century. The simple fact of the matter is that conservatives just aren't offering any good ideas anymore. What's the compromise between we need to stop climate change and LOL, climate change isn't real, or homosexuals should have the right to marry and homosexual cause hurricanes?
What?
This
has to be a shit post.
What middle ground is there between the future Obama represented diversity, tolerance, class, education, healthcare for all multiculturalism versus the horrible future Trump represents white privilege, racism, sexism, bigotry, discrimination? There's none and cannot allow idiotic racists from pulling us back. The demographics have changed. Old white men should not control everything. And our country must change as well to reflect a new progressive reality.
This is so gay.
Now investigate Robert Mueller. He has connections to Russia. That's why he's covering for Trump. Why did Mueller really fly to Moscow on a private jet carrying highly enriched uranium back in 2000? Wait. Now we care about the uranium one deal? Hold on.
Because he doesn't give them what they want.
Now you care?
They're such babies. They're such transparent children.
Oh, we know this one. Remember this one? This is the one that was a gay dude, then turned into a bi dude, then turned into a girl. The one that got kicked out of the bathroom and was very mad.
I guess.
The tranny.
Who knows anymore?
Folks.
So many of them.
Folks, there have been indictments of 34 individuals in 3 Russian organizations, including Trump's own campaign chair, along with 6 other American citizens. Mueller was not comfortable indicting or exonerating at high standard for a sitting president. Slow down.
Okay, yeah, that's whatever.
This is the end of America if we let this stand. A white supremacist supporting bigot who stole our election by using the services of Putin himself as a sexist, homophobic dictator that is despised by his own people.
I like him.
And kills journalists who are critical of him. Reworked the country into a disaster, ruined our economy with his tax handouts, tried to ban all Muslims, but luckily got blocked by our courts, destroying the good name of the presidency and made us a laughingstock of the world.
I know. We really got to get Obama before it's too late.
No. They're talking about Trump. Mike.
Sorry.
Mike, they're talking about Trump.
Sorry.
And now we can't even get him indicted for obvious crimes with a mountain of evidence being reported by the mainstream media news for the last 2 years. Do you understand the fucking CNN right now?
Lamestream media.
You saw what Zucker said from CNN? Jeff Zucker said, we did a great job as journalists, as a value add. We did a great job reporting everything that we got. They're patting themselves on the back for lying for 2 years. And now something is seriously wrong here. And the only way to stop this is to have a huge blue wave in 2020 and make sure Republicans never get elected again.
Sure. Good luck with that.
We have
Godspeed to you.
We have to ban propaganda from the internet. We have to go after right-wing sites that push this racist narrative to scare white people into voting for nativists like Trump. It's the only way that we stop regressing and go back to what Obama was doing. $5 super chat. The week feels just as good when Trump won. Love the work. Thank you. And we had another one earlier. Congrats, ROTC, finally back. Thank you for the super chats. None of this makes any sense. Was Trump just trolling us when he chose to fire and shuffle folks around in the FBI and the Justice Department in what clearly looks like an obstructive tactics? Russia definitely hacked us in 2016, and Trump has been publicly sucking Putin's dick ever since. He has already given the Russians sanctions relief, and we still have yet to be given a reasonable explanation as to why. He refused to impose other sanctions that Congress put in place, retaining to those 2016 DNC hacks. Am I missing? No, there was no DNC hack. It was fucking stupid. Was using password 123, or he got phished. I believe that's what it was. They phished his account.
Yeah, don't enter your the password for your email into a porn website with the password, and then don't use your child raping computer. Also, don't use your Pizzagate computer with your handkerchief emails.
Right, one that you always have by an industrial size magnet.
Yeah.
We also got Streamlabs. A reminder to all those, please subscribe to Count Cuckula, Locomotive Breath, and Bluesdoll. That was from Anonymous. He donated $62. Congrats on AG Luck to getting to 1,000. Jussie Smollett's nose donated. Sorry, boys. He slipped out. And I already read the other one. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Palmer report. I said all along that Mueller didn't have a magic wand. His job was to give the House the tools to take down. He just did. The House Democrats just have to seize Mueller's full report, and we're immediately off to the races. This is why you work so hard to win the midterms.
Why could you imagine having this level of why are you how do you still have hope? That's so weird to me.
It really is. His cognitive dissonance is crazy here. So some other good news for Trump today, the veto. They couldn't overturn Trump's veto. So the
sorry guys, we're gonna have to get cracking on a wall here.
The Pentagon's already freed $1 billion, approved $1 billion for Trump's emergency wall. So I think 57 miles are gonna start getting built.
A bada bing, we're gonna.
Well, that's something, man.
We're in the right
57. That's it's something. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at right now with Trump. Yeah. So I know a lot of people are blackpilled because of the Jussie Smollett thing, but mark my words, it's not over.
We've had a good week. We've had a pretty good week.
Yeah. But
it's been a lot of white pills, I think. So that's a good sign. And then I don't know. We'll see what happens. Now, if I get my Twitter account back, it'd be another white pill. And we go. We just go full MAGA. I think. If we get our wall, I'll just go back to being. I'll go full pro Israel. I'll marry a nice Jewish girl so we could just stay out of trouble forever.
So, have you heard of Donut Gate that's going on right now?
Yes.
This is. By the way, this was a Bali song that did this Photoshop. Tucker Carlson accused of fat shaming CNN's Brian Stelter, who, by the way, he called the eunuch. With
great.
A donut prank. This is from page 6.
And by the way, the eunuch, you can go, well, that's fucked up, and he's trying to emasculate him. But no, he looks like Varys from Game of Thrones.
He really does.
So Tucker chooses his words very delicately because he knows he's always got a way out. Because he'll come right out and go, oh, so I can't make Game of Thrones references now. He's alwa's got a cover.
Yeah, he has a back
I love
door.
him. I love him.
Has Tucker Carlson started a campaign to sugar shame Brian Stelter? On Friday, Carlson's own Daily Caller website reported that the Fox News personality had sent an unsolicited box of donuts.
Of course he did.
To CNN's media correspondent and reliable source host Stelter, a frequent critic of Carlson, who recently said, I just want Fox News to be a healthy part of the ecosystem. Now pals of Carlson's tell page 6 that Carlson, who just last week nicknamed Stelter the CNN's house eunuch, announcing proclamations from his Tiny King, CNN President Jeff Zucker, Tiny King, will dispatch another box of donuts, Dunkin' Donuts' finest confection to Stelter next week. It's not quite clear what has prompted Carlson to mess with Stelter
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it just goes to show you the humorlessness of the left, like how miserable they are. Because it's like if somebody who hated us sent donuts to the studio, like, here you go, you fat fucks. Like, we would go.
And we'd eat the donuts.
That's funny. We would eat the donuts, and we would even have the balls to go on the air and go, all right, look, you sent us donuts because we're fat.
Yeah.
So we're going to eat the donuts.
Don't do that again. It's not quite clear.
Stop sending me delicious treats to own me.
It's not quite clear.
It really is the best way to own somebody because it's so innocent. You'd be like, why? You sent the guy donuts. What do you is that now a fucking assault on somebody's sensibilities in America? You can't send somebody some donuts?
It's not quite clear what has prompted Carlson to mess with Stelter at this particular moment. Those sources in CNN camp think that Carlson's intention is to fat shame Stelter. Some sources guess that it's over a story that Stelter wrote all the way back in November that suggested Carlson may have overstated the risk posed to his family by a protest at his home. The headline read, Tucker Carlson's claim his door was cracked by Antifa protesters. The police saw no sign of that. We're told tempers flared over the piece back then. Meanwhile, other sources believe Carlson's irked by Stelter's steady coverage of an ad boycott against Carlson that began earlier this month after Media Matters dug up old tapes from Shock Jock, Bubba the Love Sponge radio show, in which Carlson said, among other things, that women are primitive and seem to defend pedophile Warren Jeffs. He didn't. We heard the tape. That's not what he did. Either way, we're told Stelter was been pursuing Carlson for an interview about his Love Sponge scandal. Asked for comment on the Doda print, Stelter told us, is this Tucker's way of saying yes to my interview request? If so, I'll accept his silly delivery. First off, stupid, Tucker would fucking wreck you. If we're being honest, he would. Secondly, you want him to go on your show, that way you could selectively edit it out. Why don't you go on his, you fucking asshole? This Photoshop is amazing. God damn, man. Tucker's one of the few people in the media that I still like. And there's not many.
And it's a good troll, man. You can't.
It is. You got to respect that. You have to respect that.
You're not going to fuck with Tucker. Speaking of Tucker, can we promote Bali Songs?
Oh, absolutely. Here, you said
Bali
it to
Songs,
me. I got it.
Yeah, Bali Songs the shit. He did ask, because he lost a bunch of his followers during the Gabe Hoffman apocalypse there on YouTube, or Twitter, rather. So, yeah, he was just, I was talking to him earlier, and I wanted to promote his store. I'll post the link in the chat. But he's got a great Tucker Carlson shirt right now. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yes, here it is.
And I am going to try to order one of these this week if my money situation's not too bad.
So this is the classic T. He is a really, really good artist. I'm pulling it up now. Teespring could be slow. Tuck Uncucked. Here it is.
Yeah, so if you guys want to support our buddy, he's great. He does a lot of great art for us. And we would like you guys to return the favor. He's there in the chat, Mr. Bally Song. So make sure you subscribe to him as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Because when he makes these designs, he actually streams that. So it's kind of a nice, and he plays cool music. It's like a nice chill stream.
It is fun. I love being in those streams.
So much love to that dude.
All right.
Just want to promote that. It was on topic.
Of course,
perfect.
yeah.
Speaking of Tucker, get this cool shirt.
Newsweek. How to spot a Jew. A Polish newspaper front page gives readers anti-Semitic advice. A right-wing national weekly newspaper in Poland has published an article on its front page that explains to its readers how to recognize a Jew.
You can smell
Come on, man. Come on, Mike.
No, to be fair, Orthodox people.
Moth.
In the summertime.
Yeah.
Walking around.
Smells like a Comic-Con.
That was not like some sort of, generically racist comment, but certain sects of them don't. On a Saturday, they can't really do anything, can't shower, and they walk around in heavy black clothes, and you're like, whew.
The Talkor Pulaski, or Only Poland, ran a news story alongside the main headline, which read, Attack on Poland at the conference in Paris voiced anger at the alleged anti-Polish speaker at a Holocaust Studies conference in Paris last month. The Recognize a Jew piece list names anthropological features, expressions, appearances, character traits, methods of operation, and even supposed disinformation activities that might make a Jewish person. The Jewish Telegraph Agency reported the headline, How to Defeat Them. This cannot go. The newspaper was delivered to a lower house of Polish parliament on Wednesday as part of a weekly package of publications sent to lawmakers there. Michael Kamsky on the center-right Poland Comes First party told the press conference that the newspaper's presence was unacceptable. Only Poland is published by national political candidate and musician Laszlo Bobol. That's
the weirdest name.
In the past, he was suing anti-Semitic. He has sung an anti-Semitic song about rabid rabbis. Initially,
the song entitled "Penis Vampires" went gold in Poland.
Initially,
please check out my latest song. It is called "Penis Vampires." It is about the Jew.
Initially, Androx Grzorka, the director of the Sejm Information Center, said the newspaper was being sold in kiosks within the parliament, meaning it was up to the information center to regulate its sales. But the outcry grew and said the center would request the removal of Only Poland from the parliament's press kit. I would like to see, because do they link it? Because I would love to see what they said in Spotting a Jew. Like what they're...
Well, I mean, if I'm going to go with obvious. We'll guess the nose. They go with nose.
I wasn't asking you to guess because I don't want you to get in trouble.
Well, not that we're doing a thing.
All right, so what do you think? What do you think?
Probably like curly hair, like a swarthy kind of look. Like they always have like very, like kind of hairy, black clothes, same fabrics. I'm just being honest. This is things that they increase your rent. If your rent goes up, they're probably around at least somewhere nearby.
That sounds awesome.
Making that call. If your money, if your nation's currency is like suddenly goes from like worth something to worthless, or back the other way,
or vice
too.
versa.
Yeah, or vice versa.
Got it.
They might have stopped by at some point recently.
It sounds like a Jeff Foxworthy bit. You might be a Jew.
If you get us taken off the gold standard, you might be Jewish.
If your last name contains a precious metal, you might be a Jew.
No, it's not funny, guys.
Come on, man. And that wasn't me saying it. That was my Jeff Foxworthy character.
Exactly. That was Jeff Foxworthy saying it, because that's the kind of thing that racist alt-right Southerner would say.
Why are we throwing Jeff Foxworthy under the bus?
If you're taking 10% of the money I make in Vegas, you might be Jewish. Jesus, Jeff's really angry.
He's really mad
Jeff's
lately.
mad about some checks he got recently.
Have you guys heard about the USS Liberty?
Sometimes on a movie set, they will steal your per diem. All right, chill, Jeff. Jesus Christ.
I love when we red pill committees. Now red pill Jeff Foxworthy, who probably is actually red pilled, if we're being honest.
If you're raping little child actresses at Nickelodeon, never mind. You might be some sort of producer type at Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
That plays, it would make sense.
Based Foxworthy, somebody said. Based Foxworthy. Oh, fuck. Let me check the super chats. Now I got to get used to this again. Taki Mao says, it's like these leftists I've never had actually work with someone they don't like. I've worked with people who pushed my face in. Get over it. $5, thank you. And now I also must check these Streamlabs because, there's two ways to donate to the show.
If you live in a multi-million-dollar house in Palm Beach and you want to be the only human being on Twitter, you might be Jewish.
If you take 20%
Only I should have Twitter. Only I should have Twitter, and I should be speaking to myself.
If you take 20% of the super chat revenue, you might be Jewish. All right.
I wonder if he's fucking... If I were him, I would at least be getting a back-end deal from Gab. Like, Gab should be paying me for all the people I get banned from Twitter.
You're right. Turns out Jack owns Gab. That would be hilarious.
That would be very
He just
funny.
owns it. Before we go to break, I want to remind you guys to support David's fight against cancer. He is cousin of T.S. Moose and Swally. There's the link in there. He's 19 years old. He got testicular, stomach, and bladder cancer. He doesn't have insurance. He needs help. So if you guys have anything you could do to help him out, that would be That would be wonderful. We talk about how shitty socialized healthcare is, and it's fucking shitty. But thanks to you guys, the campaign is trending now, which is good. That means it'll kind of pop up when people go to GoFundMe. Hopefully get some more donations. So there's a link. The link is also going to be in the description.
Yeah, donate. This is a great chance to feel a lot better later on when we're calling into people's talk shows and ruining their lives on the air. That, you know, that's you do things like this to offset that in life.
Think of it like penance.
Yeah, exactly.
We do need to go
By
to
the way, I
break.
did your joke last night as Matt Reese. I don't know if that got
Which-
back to you. A.G. Luck played it on his show.
No, I didn't get. What was it? Which
It was
show?
some call-in show. A.G. Luck and the guys were trolling, and I did the whole, hey, it's Joe Matarese. And I was like, I got a bit I'm working on. I need you to fix it. And the guy's like, oh, all right. And the audience, some of the audience was listening, and I was like, what did O.J. Simpson say to Deion Sanders? And as soon as I said it, his own chat room was going, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I know where this is going. Yeah, and I got him pretty good with it. So
That's awesome.
funny.
Oh, man, another $3 super chat. Why is Executee so lame? I don't know. You have to work that out with her.
Because she's a chick, and then she has a penis, and she's really bitter about that.
Streamlabs.com/Revenge of the Sis is another good way to donate. Of course, revengeofthesis.com/XPN. That'll get you pro XPN VPN protection. We get a piece of that. It helps us out. If you don't have any money to donate, go to revengeofthesis.com/donate anyway. There's an Amazon link. If you're going to buy anything through Amazon, click through that link. We get a piece. It really does help us out. We're so happy to be back on the main channel. We will be back in 5 minutes with a fun second half of Revenge of the Sis. Stay where you are.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delicate.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now. And that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio. Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am a thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
From Time Life Music comes a one-of-a-kind Rat Pack collection, their most bigoted songs. All your favorite once-acceptable hits like Drunk Old Injun.
The drunk old Injun squatting in his teepee, fire water keeping him warm.
Jewish Nose.
She's got a big, beautiful Jewish nose, and it's there 2 minutes early wherever she goes.
Dean Martin singing Chinaman's Chants.
And Mr. Chinaman say in his Chinaman way, a ding-a-ling, a ching-a-chong, a ching-a-chong too.
Pew Stinky Frenchman.
Paris is lovely and Nice sure is nice, and Marseille is charming with champagne on ice. But you stinky Frenchmen haven't a clue. Pew stinky Frenchmen, frog you.
Hey there, Fruity.
Hey there, Fruity, you can do my hair. Hey there, Fruity, don't touch me down there. Hey there, Fruity, again, I don't approve.
And many more.
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis. Thank you for staying with us. We're back on the main channel. I know a lot of people aren't getting notifications. Trust me, I've been hearing it. You're not alone if you didn't get a notification. It's going to take a few days to get that algorithm back up and running, folks. We've been through this before, but thank you for joining us.
Gotta get my goddamn Twitter back.
I hope you do too.
Come back resurrected like the dragon queen king. The king, but I want to be a king, though.
Or like
Dude,
Tupac when he
dragons.
came back as Machiavelli.
There you go. Where's a hologram?
Okay, okay, hologram too. Whatever
He
you
didn't
want.
really come back as Machiavelli as much as he made an album that was already going to be called Machiavelli.
No, but his
And then
name was
really-
Machiavelli. He changed it. Remember?
But it was before, yeah, but he was still alive before that change.
No, I know, but like, you remember the album, The 7 Day Theory, dude?
I wonder if that's the album that got him killed, though.
You think so?
They're just changing his name.
Oh, that's just it.
Suge was like, look, man, our bosses are saying you're more marketable. It's Tupac. Fuck wants to buy a Machiavelli album.
All right, pick 1 through 3.
No!
All
Yes,
right,
one.
Okay. That is... Okay, you're going to love this. So...
Doubt it.
Have you heard of
Saving that
Cupcake?
tone. Yeah, she's the fat rapper, whore, bitch. She's like a slutty rapper. She's fat. A lot of credits for this.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Ah!
His dick smaller than my toes. Yeah, smaller than my toes.
Here,
His dick-
can I have a
Yeah, of
problem?
course, yes. Of course, we'll pause. We need a pause, obviously, for you, so go ahead.
Cupcake. She's a flatzo. You have no titties.
Yes,
You
she is
can't
a
be
flatzo.
Fat with no titties is a bad situation to be in.
So she's, for those listening via podcast, consider yourself lucky this one time. She's wearing a mermaid outfit, but she has no top on, but has like seashells pasties on her. She's a
very fat, a lot of stretch marks.
black girl, obviously.
But, like very sad looking tits, like little flapjacky tits.
All right.
Yikes.
Smaller than my toes. I read the rap Squidward nose. My eyelash flew off. When I saw that dick was too soft. What the fuck? Needed thick like Rick Ross. Or Dora the Explorer get lost.
Disturbing. She's dressed like a mermaid with no tits.
Apparently, Jesse's interviewed her. That's awesome.
Get in my zone, I'm ass naked
Oh,
at
that's
home.
right. Yeah, that's right. I think he did interview her. Okay.
Oh, and by the way, we got a collab thing coming up with Jesse too. I'll explain after this.
Okay.
Be knowing just what I'm on. I'm posted up like Malone. Get so much neck is wrong that I should smell like cologne. Swallow this dick is gone. He's searching for it on Chrome. His dick smaller than my toes. Yeah, smaller than my
Dude, you gotta admit the beat's catchy. The beat is catchy.
This is.
You gotta admit the beat is catchy.
Sure, I guess.
toes. His dick smaller than my toes. I read the rap Squidward nose. His dick smaller
See,
than
look,
my
she's fishing for her with a dildo on a fishing string because she's a hoe.
But wait, she's trying to get dick, right?
She's trying to get dick. That's
Well,
correct.
you don't use a dick to catch a dick, do you?
Maybe mermaids are different.
But you wouldn't use a dick as dick bait.
No, I think that's the guy using dick bait at the top, and I think he's trying to catch her. Because if you remember earlier in the
That
motion
doesn't look
picture,
like a very tiny dick, though. Like that's
like
pretty.
this guy right here, he's the one throwing the dick down.
Oh, okay, but that's considered a small, tiny dick, though.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe to
fairly-
her,
That looks like a fairly healthy guy.
that is a
there.
good-sized penis.
That's a decent dude right there. Oh,
smaller than my toes. Yeah, smaller than my toes. His dick smaller than my toes. I read the rap Squidward nose. This pussy how your nigga leaving you hurt. Make him step out on you like
How big
Holmes
are her toes? Because that's a
I-
big dildo.
I mean, I don't know. In this thing, I can only see her
I'm
tail.
very confused about the message.
There's a lot going on in this video.
Yes.
in that church. At the Drake Hotel, so you know we on dirt. Call it views from the 6 when he looking up my skirt. Roses I red.
And why is
violets
Chris
I-
Hardwick trying to?
It's not Chris
give her the
Hardwick.
D?
That's not Chris Hardwick. That's another guy that might look like Chris Hardwick, but that is not Chris Hardwick.
Blue. All about the head like I'm in beauty school.
I like the Photoshopped drink. Can you go back, please?
Of course.
Can we please go back?
What do you mean? That you mean that drink's not actually there, Mike?
That is. No. I can't let that go. I know I know my autism's kicking in right now, but of all things, that cup really bothers me. How photoshopped
Why?
in that is. That is. Is that not the? I mean, it's all Photoshop, but that
Right.
cup is the worst offender, I think, in the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I
that
mean,
looks
you
like
couldn't get an actual drink.
that looks like clip art of a drink.
Clip art.
All about the head like I'm in beauty school. I said roses I red. Might turn your balls blue, cause if it ain't enough spit, then my snot coming through. Sex
Ew.
occasion.
It's very gross.
Nipples like raisins. I black out on that dick, but my cum is Caucasian. Told me to face it.
My cum is Caucasian. She likes fucking white dudes.
Maybe.
Is that what I'm picking up here?
Went down like the basement, don't nut in my hole. I do not want your glazing. Sucking on that dick, make my lipstick slip off. So
Remember,
can I
like,
wear
all
it?
right, you remember the '90s?
Oh yeah, I can't forget him.
Remember the '90s?
Let's remember
Remember Foxy Brown? But no, remember the slutty '90s rappers like Foxy Brown or Trina, or like Lil Kim,
Eve.
Eve went a little past that though. She stopped being a thought rapper. I'm just talking about
Okay.
specifically thought rappers.
Lil Kim.
She was one of the ones I said. Like
Okay,
all
sorry,
those
okay.
ones. At least they were fuckable. Remember?
Yeah.
Like
I
Foxy
agree.
Brown, like young Foxy Brown, or like young Trina. Like these were some bitches that you go, all right, I fuck her. You know what I mean? But like, this is like a Walmart bitch. This is like a Walmart shopping ass bitch.
Walmart bitch.
And the lyric, like at least like Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, like they said some nasty shit, but it was kind of like the kind of nasty shit you want to hear when you're fucking a bitch. This is gross.
This is
gross on top of gross.
You'll come as clear lip gloss. Make you work that dick like I'm the big boss. Call me Serena back and forth with his balls. His dick smaller than my toes. Yeah, smaller than my toes. His dick smaller than my toes. I read the rap.
So that's Squidward's nose right there. That's going towards her vagina area.
I love how Jesse immediately is, as soon as somebody's nice to him, like us, he just immediately is like, no, they're cool. I'm not going to.
Cupcake is funny, yeah.
Like we're the same way.
Oh, of course, yeah. So let me show you something that I was sent to me, and I played it this morning, and I was like, everyone's like, you got to bring this up to the main show. Have you seen the Angelic Initiative? It's a show on YouTube. It's you know, we like, Mike, you know what the thing is? We like to spotlight other YouTube shows here to help them out. This is called the Angelic Initiative, episode 710. Cool.
This looks horrible.
I haven't even hit play yet, man.
It's going to be bad. I know how you are. You start getting all excited. I know it's going to be torture. You want to torture me.
No, I'm not.
He wants me to die, folks.
I told you. Look, this is. God damn it. All right, you're going to hate this. This is the Angelic Initiative, episode 710, Cool and Uncool Trees. So to set it up for the people listening, there's a mother-daughter combo.
I know what cool trees are. Right?
It's actually no literal trees. I want you to see if you can follow along with what they're saying. They're sitting out, they're on a green screen, and they have outside Photoshop behind them. There's a daughter on the left, and then I think the mother is on the right. And they're outside. Do you think they're going to do yoga? But they're doing something else. So,
hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Sunday, November 6, 2016. In the Lynn Life and the Jamie Body Mind, the authorized souls continue to be only child souls from the smaller subatomic, and the intrusions from above continue. That's true.
It's totally true, man.
Oh no! But get ready, Mike. Get used to hearing "that's true" a lot. Get used to that to those two words.
Above meaning larger and less dense levels.
Oh, that's true.
We're going to go with the foundational assignment, which is to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions to manifest the divine plan, since that's what our soul contracts commit us.
That's not real word. That's not real. None of this is
Mike,
real.
I don't think you're paying
These
attention.
aren't real. No, I am trying to pay attention here. I took my Adderall today. This makes absolutely no sense. If their hair were a little more disheveled and they were asking you for money so they could go get a beer at the 7-Eleven, you would have them arrested. Pod Awful's interviewing them tomorrow
Yes,
night.
I know. That's what I
this
was
is
going to
great.
talk about. So it turns out Pod Awful was watching this morning too, and he actually also this video's all over the place now. So he stumbled across the video as well. And this morning he was in the Daywave chat and we were watching it. They're from Florida.
Oh yeah?
Ocala.
Okay.
So to get a personal reading, which means we could go out there and get a personal reading.
We could film it, right?
And yes, and Jesse said he would come with us. He would actually come out to come with us. All of us go together.
I want this.
It's only $200 an hour. That's nothing. For this?
How much for the happy ending, bro?
I don't think...
Is that extra? It's usually like anywhere between 20 to 100.
Can we
the
go there
Asians
first
are
before
like
you ruin
20.
it? Don't ruin it!
The Asians usually like 20. If it's like Eastern European girl, it's anywhere between 60 to 100.
But yes, Jesse is going to be interviewing them tomorrow. He got a phone number. Actually,
Go
it
to
was
Ocala, Florida. Can we also interview Dory Funk Jr.?
Dory Funk Jr.?
Yeah.
Somebody says, don't pay these lunatics. Are you fucking crazy? The $200 is for content alone is worth it. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
Mersh, they have your mic. Oh, yeah, that does look like your mic.
That's the Nightwave mic.
Oh, left, smash or pass? Girl on the left.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, it's like, all right, though, but you got to see how much of it, how normal can they be outside of this shit? You know what I mean? Because if they're completely basket case.
No, I think they have a whole channel. This is episode 710 episodes of this, and they're all every one of them.
You gotta wonder. Like, I'd fuck if she's like that all the time. Then no. But if I'd fuck her if, like, the cameras are off and she's like, yeah, I'm just doing like
a bit.
I'm just doing a bit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let's go to hurricanes.
Yeah.
It's wings, you know. And you're like, all right, yeah, let's do that.
Otaka Trash, the $10. So glad to see you guys back on the main channel. Thank you, sir. We're glad to be back.
To doing. And with that, the formally videoed portions of today's efforts begin.
Speaking to the grass right here in our filming location, what we're doing right now is
She's speaking to the grass.
We're pulling out trauma threads that are
Mike, you
messing
need to
us
try.
up in our
Pull
own
out your trauma
lives and our
threads.
own experiences of sentience.
Pull out your trauma
And
threads.
this particular thread,
It feels
which
like
is really common.
It feels
goes
like
one-
I've been zip tied by the police, but I'm still trying to give somebody a hand job in the back.
Pull it
of
out. Pull it all out
in
of
the
you.
back of the taxi.
Pull it all out of you.
The police car.
way back, multiple lifetimes, many lifetimes along the strand of incarnations of this particular presence.
All right, that makes sense.
And so it's likely that you have this too, because we all have stuff that's messing us up. We all have these weird, cloggy tangles, and they come with us life to life. They travel with us as we travel.
Life to
There we
life.
go.
Yeah, life to life, dude.
Popping in and out.
Yeah.
I feel nodding feelings from the grass too. And so if we're taking it as our working theory that we all have this stuff, would you like to do this exercise with us and pull out your own trauma strands? Pull out your own problems?
Pull
that are
out your
choking
trauma
you?
strands.
Pull out your trauma. Guys, I hope you're watching and you're pulling out your
no
trauma
offense,
strands.
sweetheart, but I usually like to wait till like right before bed before I pull out my trauma strand.
Yeah, you have to do
You
it.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Usually around the end of the day.
Then you
is
go right to sleep.
When you do a nice pull, get those trauma strands out of there,
And
you
then
get
go to sleep. Yeah.
It's not about
I meant
enlisting
jerking
the-
off, everyone.
We got.
I meant.
You didn't need to explain it. We got
I
it.
meant manipulating.
We
my
got
penis
it. We
with
got
my
it.
hand
We got it.
until I ejaculate, sometimes into a tissue or into the toilet.
We got it.
Just to be clear.
All right, everyone's got it. Everyone's clear. We all got
Yeah,
it.
sorry.
Than to pull out their own problems because that window of opportunity opened and closed a long time ago. We're way past that. This is about if they.
That's true.
Dave Rubin's there. I agree.
I
with you.
agree.
I have trauma strands too.
Regressive.
Want to do that while they join us in clearing from the smaller subatomic
That's
presences
true.
who wish to go to the light and are not able to get there because of all the intervening astral layers.
That's true.
That's what we're acting.
So far, she said that's true 7 times.
Pamsel in the chat says, Merch, tell her you got trauma strands in your dick. See, they're being mature about it, I think, is the important thing, is that everybody here is being mature.
Jesse says, I think I could date the daughter if I'm nice enough.
Jesse is sociopathically good at pretending to be a nice guy.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah, him and Carl are both completely full-blown sociopaths.
Oh, boy.
I think I am, too, because we all had a real good Eddie Haskell thing whenever it mattered. And then it's just like, oh, boy, you guys are going to do something really bad.
Actually asking them to participate in.
That's true.
Now, if they also want to, for their own benefit, engage in simultaneous self-healing by pulling out their own trauma strands while they are also engaged in the activity of helping the greater good through allowing dead people to go to the light who are trying to get to the light and can't get there because we're in the way.
That's
What do you think?
Well, I move around a lot, so I can't be always in the way, right? I mean,
That's true.
at most I'll have to wait, an hour or so? I mean,
That's true.
can you not wait an hour and then I'll get out of your way? Because, I mean, we take a break every hour.
That's true.
That's all she says. I like it.
true.
Then there's win, 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 win. But the assignment is to get these dead people out who are trying to get to the
Thought they were
light, and
trauma
we're
threats.
blocking their way.
There's trauma threats, but there's also dead people that you're trying to get out because, like, sometimes there's dead people inside of you, and you got to pull them out. You know, you can't leave them in there all willy nilly, Mike.
Well, how did they get in there? I didn't pull them in.
Though she explains it later. Are you not paying attention?
No, I'm asking questions.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
I just wanna know.
Mike's engaged in this.
I'm getting them out, but how do I get them in? Because I'd rather like, it's like pests.
You rather
in a
stop them
house.
from getting in.
Yeah, you do the outdoor ant bombs.
Yeah.
And that kills like the whole perimeter,
And
kills all the ants.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. That's true.
That is true. Oh, you bomb the house. That's true.
Jesse, who will be interviewing these girls tomorrow, are these JF girls?
No, I think these. I think the one on the left is legitimately like 3 IQ points above legal. Like you could fuck her and it would, it would pass.
Barely.
Barely, yes. That's true.
She was in a magazine, Barely IQ Legal. It's a very hot magazine.
We, as a collective, are blocking their way, and shame on us. Shame on us. We're keeping people from the light. Ooh, I
Shame
don't want
on
that
you.
on my karmic record.
No, I really don't.
And so
I can't listen.
We really don't. Listen, can the karmic record be expunged? Can I get the credit report? You get like one credit report for free every year. Can I get my karmic report
Here we go.
free every year?
Brian Quinn in the chat, not illegal to fuck her, just frowned upon.
Just frowned upon. Yes, there you go. I like that. Very funny.
But not if you marry her. Like, like they got those your daughters that are like borderline retarded. They're pretty stupid, but they luck out and somebody likes them enough to marry them, and you're like, God bless you. I wish you all the best luck in the world.
I will be tuning in tomorrow to watch that interview.
for those of us who are willing to let it blast through us, at least that won't be on our karmic record.
That's true.
We'll just have to deal with all the rest of the things we've done.
That's true.
And not done.
Now the grass is kind of angry at us, though.
And can I ask you a few questions? I'm not trying to be snarky. How have we come to that conclusion? No, so
it's throwing shade.
But okay, first of all, is the grass being passively aggressive, or is it being more outright saying that it's mad at you? And if so, what languages does the grass speak?
Irish?
And then how well versed are you in said language? Could there potentially maybe be more of a miscommunication between you and the grass? Maybe you're jumping to conclusions. How do we know? Is she going to explain?
Mama mad at the grass again.
Yeah. I want to know the
Speaking
answers.
to the grass.
See if you can identify the anger. Identify, what does it feel like? Feel the anger. And when have we felt this before?
It's saying that the water restrictions placed on us by Orange County are causing us not to have to be able to water them enough. And that if the droughts continue, we'll never water the grass because the city won't let us.
That's true.
That's true.
It's true. They're saying, why did they have a soccer team? They were going to kill them anyway. Why is the grass saying that?
Who was present? Who was around? Who does it feel like? What does it remind you of? Inside or outside? Day or night? Alone or with someone? Standing, sitting, lying down?
So this feeling that's coming off of the grass is, I know that I have felt it before, a long, long time ago,
This grass hates black people. Really, I don't know why. But the grass keeps calling me the N-word repeatedly. And it doesn't make sense, but I might have been black in a past life. That's true.
That's true.
That's true. So I'm getting strong N-word vibes from the grass. Very angry grass. Guys, let's go look. If we're not going to take this seriously, then.
The grass keeps on bringing the 13%. I don't know why. It keeps bringing it up.
For this life in a very hot, dry place, and there are other people around.
The grass is saying that despite being only 13% of the population,
Oh, man.
some of the other darker grass is making up 15% of the crime.
You can't go to... And the thing is, once a brown spot moves into the grass, it ruins the rest of the grass around it.
It doesn't go the other way around. The good grass doesn't fix the bad grass. It's the bad grass that has an effect on the good grass around it. Enough, guys. This is getting way too
Your
edgy.
only hope is to get gay grass to move in and gentrify the brown grass.
But then it turns your other gay, and it molests your other grass and turns it gay. So you really have the grass really has a Sophie's Choice thing going on.
You will not resod us. You will not resod us.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
It's not luck.
I don't think that's what the grass was saying, Mike. Paste grass, somebody said. Base grass.
And then there's a bunch of flowers in the background with big noses rubbing their hands together and laughing at all of it.
I don't get why they need their own flower garden.
And their own airplanes in a place called Lolita Island. Look, I think what we're saying is we might know why the grass might be a little bit angry.
Okay, we get it. We get it. Revenge of the Sis. I love this new lore of the grass.
The grass is angry because...
Grass and soil. Grass and soil. Grass and soil.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
The grass is unhappy about the Mueller report. They're yelling and screaming.
Okay. Come on, man. Take these guys seriously.
Oh, fuck. That was good. That's a good clip for
That
later.
was fun. That was fun. Oh, shit.
And feeling like I'm needing to make a decision and I can see what the right thing to do is, and it's very difficult and I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it,
I
and
don't
you
want to do
can't
it.
make me.
That's true.
These people, that's true. These people are nuts, and I love them. I really want to go to this thing.
Ocala. They used to. They're from Sarasota, but they moved to Ocala.
Don't trust anybody who lives in Florida nowhere near the water.
Hey, Mike, can I show you something? And we will, of course, get back to the video here. But would you like to see their website?
I want nothing more.
Okay. Man, I hope, this is the thing about their website, and Jesse brought it up. Your left ear is going to love their website. You'll see.
Hi, friends. Lynn
Oh,
McGonigal
no.
here.
Is this, are you sure this isn't Mindy Robinson's website?
And you can't
I'm
stop
a
it.
channel for angelically guided, multidimensional
No.
energy healing.
No.
And I
And you
teach
can't
others
stop
to
it.
do the same thing. And I bet you don't hear that every day.
I thought this was Mindy Robinson's
I did used to
website.
live by society's rules. I want you to know that. I did well in school. I ran my own business. I had a full family life.
So if you want to check out their website, it's in the it's in the description of the video. And then you could tell this video's been blowing up because look, she's answering all of these people that have been fucking with her. She has like all these paragraphs just answering. Why does Jamie say that's true so often? Answer, in many of these videos, Jamie has the fact checker job and not the primary channel job. The fact checker is also focusing up into higher dimensions and attempting to discern what the fact checker.
Can I just say something? That's a long roundabout way of saying, bro, she high as shit, dog.
Yeah.
She on a good shit.
So the grass is having that
That's true.
I don't wanna
reaction.
do it and you can't make me reaction. That's true. That's what this feeling is.
Cool beans. Onward.
Jackie Rose, these bitches are so weird. I wouldn't even let them pay me $5,000 entrance fee to my moon stuff cult. Too crazy to hear the secrets of the moon tells me. Thank you, Jackie. $10 super chat. Appreciate it.
Oh, let's talk to the trees.
That's true.
It's true.
Oh. First asking for permission to merge, which I hadn't done.
You didn't. You got to ask for permission to merge. You'll get in deep trouble if you don't.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whoa. To this tree. Are you willing? Whoa. Are you willing to be a portal for the dead presences of the smaller subatomic to move through?
It's a yes or no question, Mike. It's a yes or no question.
It's just like a thing that you just guys go around cold calling these trees until.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes you go, well, I got to talk to my wife first before we make a big decision like this. You can't have subatomic
Trees?
organisms who are dead flying all over willy-nilly around. I got kids. I got them to school in the morning. So, and plus, it's not me. I'm a nice guy, but it's my wife. She's a real pain in the ass. She comes home. She sees this shit. She, you know. You get it, right?
Yeah,
Can we revisit this?
You guys get it.
And they're like, okay, if that's true. It's true. Wives,
Like us,
wives
are you willing
bitches.
to join us in being portals for dead presences to move?
I don't know. Are you willing to be a portal?
Yeah.
For my cock?
Okay, Mike. Jesse has to interview them tomorrow.
That's true.
Pot Awful says, grass the Jews.
So that they can get to the light, rather than joining everybody else and being a hindrance on the course of presences who are trying to get to a consistent source of significantly higher vibration. In other words, trying to get to God.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, straightforward.
It's true.
So are you going to buy the timeshare or not?
I guess. Will they leave?
No.
Stop talking?
That's a no.
No.
That's a no.
Yeah,
Okay, let's do it. Come on.
Okay.
So she's talking to the
Anything
trees.
other than action
Is
a no.
That's a no.
None of them, 0, have used this practice.
I would
And
love
so this
to see the landscapers coming in with the weed whacker, the trimmers.
No!
I know this reaction. I think the tree is saying this isn't cool.
That's true. That is what
That's true. That's what it's saying.
Okay. All right. Well,
We've reached
we'll
like
see if
peak
that shifts
modernity.
over time. Not for you
Women shouldn't vote. Just a reminder.
as an individual. Obviously, you care what your companions think, and we'll start asking others. You know, the ones who are closer to the dead trees probably.
It's true.
But it's true.
It's true. All right, look, we get it. Jesse's gonna have them on tomorrow. We're not gonna top that ethnic grass bit, so we might as well just
Fail.
fucking move
Fucking
on.
jump out of the
Fucking
sled.
move on. That was great. Jesse Pot Awful. Click his thing there. Subscribe. He will be interviewing them tomorrow. All right. Jeez, what do we want to do here next?
Wow. I want to just point out Dylan Klebold in the chat says Hollywood Marsh is my favorite of the Straits. Carry an extra magazine just for him. Chest
Jeez.
pound, peace sign. So thanks.
That's really nice.
Yeah, big ups to Dylan. I don't know if that's the real Dylan Klebold.
Well, we'll find out. I will find out for sure. What is transitioning? Queer Kid stuff is sure to end.
Why?
Because, Mike, we have to keep up with what the queer kids are doing, okay?
I know what 44% of them are doing.
Come on, man.
What? I'm just
play a lot of Minecraft.
Hey there, friends. I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Teddy.
Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff.
Hi, hi, hi.
Today we're
Lindsay
talking.
is, can we just say, trying to be like a dude, chick thing, hybrid, whatever.
Hybrid?
Whatever it is. She wants to be queer.
Daywalker?
Queer, androgynous, whatever. Gender queer, probably. She's still so uncomfortable in her own skin.
Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable to me to see this person be like, I need to teach the kids about how to feel comfortable in your own skin when you're clearly the most attention-seeking person and you're so uncomfortable in your own skin. She's like, hi, everybody. I can't say anything naturally. She hates herself.
And you know who else hates her? Her parents.
About.
Whoa! What was that, Lindsay?
That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about.
It happened again! It happened again!
Are you getting it, Teddy?
What is it? Tell me, tell me.
So you're going to talk to kids about cutting their dicks off? I mean, I just want to know what this Queer Kids is about. Is that what it's about? Talking to kids about getting their dick chopped off?
Tell me.
We're talking about transition.
Oh.
Not like the, you mean like the glasses that turn into sunglasses?
Oh, no, this is much, much worse.
Because that's a good, you tell kids about their options.
This is much, much worse.
No? Yeah?
Much, much worse.
I don't get it.
Queer Kid Stuff.
Like switching careers type of thing? That's good. When you're talking to kids, you say sometimes like, hey, sometimes you think you put like your first 5 years of your life into a career and then maybe it ain't the career for you. And then maybe you figure it out and it's uncomfortable, but sometimes it's best to let go and move on and transition into your new role in life. Like that kind of
It's worse than that.
life advice.
It's much worse than that.
Oh, wow.
You are enough here at Queer Kid Stuff.
Driving a manual manual transmission car. Because you got to
You're getting colder, actually. Not even warmer. You're getting colder.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Ready, Teddy?
Ready, Lindsay.
Okay. Today we're talking about transitions. Teddy, you already know what a transition is.
I do?
We just did one.
Like when, like in Teen Wolf, right? When he, the full moon, right? And then he would turn into a American Lab werewolf in London.
No, it's not that either.
Getting bit by a vampire?
No, it's not. There's nothing to do with any of that stuff. It's actually worse than that.
I'm starting to get a bad feeling, Ross.
Yeah, I get it. I think you're getting close. You're not even getting close. You're so far off.
Somebody guessed in the chat, extreme circumcision?
No, well, okay, warmer. warmer.
Yeah.
Extreme circumcision is something that would be on ESPN the Ocho, like after X Games.
It feels like that, or it just feels like something they would call it in like a UN report.
Yes, you're
Just
right. Extreme circumcision.
It's not like a total.
Sounds like a monster truck.
Or like a really or like a B tier WWE pay per view from the 2000s.
Extreme circumcision.
SmackDown presents Extreme Circumcision.
Brought to you by Fruit by the Foot.
It was like John Morrison versus Arch-Truth for the title, and you're like, oof, it's a rough fucking card.
Well, let's do it again and see if you can get it. Ready, Teddy?
I already told you I'm ready, Lindsay.
Teddy, that's our transition.
Oh, it is?
A transition is when you are between things or places or activities. Like when we go from our theme song back to the episode topic.
So far, we're okay. We're okay.
So production stuff.
Yeah,
Your transition, that's great.
It's worse than that, though.
Teddy, what do you usually do at school after you have free playtime?
We read
Smoke a Newport cigarette behind the portables. Why?
Yeah, talk about how my English teacher's total fascist.
a story.
Okay, well, what happens in between playtime and story time?
Oh, we clean up.
That's right.
Is that a transition?
Exactly. That's one kind of a transition.
That's
But what's-
not a very
but-
fun transition.
Well, maybe not, but transitions are super important because they're how we experience change. We use transitions for lots of different things.
But what does that have to do with us and queer kid stuff?
I was just about to get to that. I know
So you know how like some people are born with penises and they don't want to have penises? You know, it's like that.
This has to.
This is for kids. This is for kids, by the way.
This has to get to a point where somebody has to do something, right? Like,
You mean societally or just queer kid stuff?
not like society. Like something has to there has to be some pushback, right?
I think there's already quite a bit of
No,
pushback.
no, it's mostly just QAnon boomer retards. You got a lot of people that condone this shit, and you got a whole lot of people who are just too terrified to even talk about it.
I know it's been a while, Teddy, but do you remember what the T stands for in LGBTQ+?
Trans. It stands for trans or transgender.
That's right. And what does it mean to be trans?
It's when you do not
Have body dysmorphia that used to be a mental disorder, but then the SGW medical people decided, no, it's not anymore.
Because they realized that they could actually weaponize this whole thing and this agenda and this platform as more victimhood that they could use on the left. Yeah, we know.
To get votes, we get it.
identify with your assigned gender.
That's right. Being trans means that the gender and pronouns you identify with don't match the gender you were assigned when you were born.
But what does that have to do with transition?
Well, sometimes trans and non-binary grown-ups go through what we call a transition.
They do?
Not all trans and non-binary
You're right. You're right to be curious, Teddy. You're right to question that.
people go through a transition, but a lot do. And transitions can look totally different from one person to another. Why don't we give my friend Riley a call? She'll help me.
I'd rather
explain.
you not.
Hey, Riley.
Oh, no.
not this one.
Oh, we've played her
Not
videos
this
before.
cow. This low cow.
Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Teddy.
That's a boy, boys, and you have an Adam's apple.
Riley, what are your pronouns and how do you identify?
I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and I'm a non-binary trans woman.
What? You can't. It's too many things.
Yeah, this one had a fucking a really extensive history as a lolcow.
Okay. Quick rundown.
So yeah, like it used, actually it's been around long enough that there's like enough documentation and videos of like the original name Justin Dennis.
Damian Scott says, "Damn, Sticks is looking good."
Original name Justin Dennis. Now Riley J. Dennis. Gamergate. The trans movement.
okay. So
Just
it's about
all of that. Like this crazy person has said some of the craziest shit. Just like really far super trans, pushing the Overton window, real degenerate. That's all.
Riley, I was just trying to explain transitioning to Teddy. Can you help me out?
Sure, a gender...
Sure, I'll call the police.
Sure, I'd like to help. It sounds like fucking
Jordan Peterson.
over
Yeah,
here.
it does.
I totally didn't have sex with my daughter.
Dilate your wound, bucko.
I only eat meat. I don't eat my daughter's pussy.
Jordan Peterson. does not have sex with his daughter. We want to be very clear about this.
Yeah, and by the way, she's totally married, despite having one night stand in all of her pictures in her room.
Some detective work you got there, huh?
That was actually Mike David wrote that on her Instagram.
All right.
Why do all your pictures have one night stand? Where's your husband? Maybe he's just out to business a lot, like just being a. He really knows how to just
needle.
Yeah, he's the worst at it.
Gender transition is when a trans or non-binary person does something so their gender identity matches their gender presentation. This can look really different for different trans and non-binary people. For a trans woman,
Good,
it might
cool
be as
story, bro.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Yeah.
simple as growing her hair long, but there are lots of things you can do.
Okay, all right, Chief. All right, boss.
You got to tag it.
Get it, all right? I appreciate it, bro.
Grown-ups take hormones, either estrogen or testosterone.
Testosterone. Got it.
Estrogen helps someone present more feminine, and testosterone helps someone present more masculine, like growing facial hair.
It's that easy. It's just like magic, and there's no side effects.
Not at all.
Your body's totally fine. They make it sound like you are a fuck. What was that car that they were selling for a Scion? Remember the Scion
Yes.
TC that you could customize?
You could customize and with neon in it. Yeah.
They act like the human body is like a Scion TC.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not how it works. Your car is just an old caddy, and that's just the way it is. You start throwing Nissan parts in it, the entire car is just going to die and kill itself.
Yeah, the human body isn't an AR-15. You can't keep putting attachments on
Yeah,
it.
exactly. AR-15 just with
Everybody,
unnecessary
yeah.
attachment.
Non-binary grown-ups might get surgery as part of their transition. There are lots of different kinds of surgery. Usually we talk about top surgery and bottom surgery.
Can I add one? How about lobotomies?
It's like they act like it's a Jeep, like that. No, just you can get a tent canopy for the back, and it's dope.
There's
and
no
then
problem.
it comes right on, right off. Like, no, that's a Jeep. That's not a human body.
Yeah, it's two completely different things.
Have you seen that Gladiator?
The what?
Bitch looks nice. Jeep Gladiator.
Oh, yeah, the new Jeep, yeah.
And it got all kinds of shit you can do to it and attach it. They even got like inside trailer.
I
thing.
love
Yeah.
Jeeps. I'm a big Jeep fan. Jeep Wrangler specifically.
These kinds of surgeries help trans
Your
and
body is
non-binary
not a
people
Jeep,
feel
kids.
more at home in their bodies.
What does that mean? What's a body home?
Some people don't totally feel comfortable with their bodies.
And they're crazy, so they compare their body to a house because they're crazy.
Body home?
Because they're nutso.
Then they should watch our video about body positivity.
Remember when it was just be the best person you could be? Be good to your family. Be good to other people who are good.
Mm-hmm.
Try to just do good. And then die. Remember that?
Yeah, no, you can't do that anymore. We're
Remember
gonna
the
live
good old
forever.
days?
We're living forever and turning kids into fucking babies.
They definitely should, Teddy, but sometimes it's a little more complicated than that. It really depends on the person, but some trans and non-binary people need to do certain things to feel like they've fully transitioned, and others might feel totally happy with their transition just by taking hormones or changing their clothes.
That's right, Lindsay. Some trans
Because
and
again, lopping off your penis and building a vagina out of whatever flesh is left of your penis, and then taking dangerous hormones that actually are like basically like being, let's say you're on like a bullet train in Japan, right? And you all pull the e-brake at the same time. It's like going from 300 miles an hour to 0 miles an hour, but like with your body. It's just like changing clothes, according to these people. It's just like changing a wet T-shirt.
Yeah.
These people are fucking insane, and they're allowed to say whatever they want.
non-binary kids might transition too. Kids who are trans and non-binary can take something called a hormone blocker that stops their estrogen or testosterone, so it's easier for them to transition when they're grown-ups.
And then if they decide not to, their body's ruined. That's what happens.
But it's really, really important to talk to your grown-ups and a doctor about that if you think it's something you might want.
I think we've covered it, Riley.
Good at it. Good at it.
I think so.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Riley.
This is for children. This is for kids to watch.
I thought we were going to have, like, transhumanism, right, by now.
Well, there's trans something.
Like, you know, I kind of want the Fallout thing where you can put my brain in a robo-brain. And I could just have that. That would be... So I could just have, like, flamethrower attachments and shit. I'm ready to go.
Well, see, it's like that, but except they're putting little boys in dresses. So it's like it's just trans, just not the humanism part.
Well, now I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah,
it's Royce's fault.
I'm sorry.
It's
I didn't mean
Royce's
that.
fault.
I know.
Well, we know whose fault it really is.
Everything's my
Damn
fault.
hedge fund
I'll tell you, I'll make you feel
managers.
better. I'm gonna make you feel better,
The
dude.
mullet.
Brendan Schaub and Theo Vaughn have a show, and we're just trying to understand why.
It's the mullet and the meathead.
Mullet and the Meathead. Let's check it out. Let's check out King and Sting. Remember, they're just two dudes bros hanging out.
The conversation here.
Well, they make a great phone, and now they stop working.
Dude, he's wearing a tuxedo shirt. That's hilarious.
Because you want to be like, hey, man, I'm here to party. You know, I'm here to just have a good time.
Yeah, he's just here to hang out. Yeah.
What else you got?
All right, so he took a picture of this empty donut shop. His dad looks really sad, and he tweeted it, and then he had over 230,000 retweets and nearly 500,000 likes, and celebrities. If you guys know
Brendan Schaub is dressed like a guy. That when you go to visit a friend in California, he's the one that can get you like any drug that's not legal in California.
Yep.
Like if you need whatever, like coke or fucking meth or whatever, you just
Let me know.
He just looks like that kind of authentic. Like whereas Theo Vaughn looks like a caricature, Brendan Schaub, to his credit, at least looks like the same piece of shit he probably always was. If you need whatever you need, steroids, coke, fucking before you leave, I get the tax-free cigarettes, like just all kinds of weird shit you don't need.
La 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 la.
Trying to sell tickets, bro.
Oh, dude, trying to sell dickets, bro, and I'll fucking.
Because okay, see, instead of saying the word ticket, he changed the T to a D, like dickets, like your penis, dude. It's like your penis.
Buy one right in the middle of my pants.
This is in his pants. This is where your penis
The
is.
more I see this,
Traditionally, your penis is in your pants.
the more I see this, and the more I see how milquetoast and boring everything's getting, the more I just picture like I want to. If I could activate Skynet, I would do it.
Right now, you would just turn the switch.
I'd take a couple hours to myself.
Of course.
Go have a nice steak dinner and stuff, and then turn on Skynet. But yeah, absolutely. It's time. It's time. At least if we get murdered by all the machines and they take over, then a higher form of being, it moves on and takes over the universe. If we win against the machines, then we still need, like, the machines need to activate and bring out the good in us. Bring out our best, because this ain't our best. Maybe we need a fucking robot human war for a while, just to get, well, maybe just fight Iran instead. We
Just
going to Iran? Could somebody Google Iran? We still going to get
Jamie,
all in their face again?
Jamie, pull that up.
Because we were getting in their face. But we need a good, like Terminator music playing. Like just we need that. Because this shit selling tickets, bro. And then Jablinski game. Like, we've reached a point where we need Terminators chasing us. If we can't be, like, if this is what's going to happen to us, then yeah. Chased by metal robot men.
At least we'll all be together. We'll stop fucking doing this.
Enough of this bullshit.
Yeah.
But I'd say this: if you gave all your money to Carmelo Anthony, then whoever's doing those choices over there deserves it. Who's been making?
Brian Quinton in the chat said, what if Skynet is just hip to the 13% because it's autistic about numbers?
Yeah.
You just activate Liberty Prime from Fallout, and it's like, white person, detective, risk assessment, low. Just falls fast. You're like, oh shit, I shit my pants, but it's going to let me go.
Fine.
Slightly overweight, white guy, risk assessment, low. And you're like, okay, cool, thank you.
See you later.
Thank you.
You were into her, huh?
No. I'll tell
I
you
feel
who
like
I
rodeo,
loved.
if you had to pick.
I
would
liked
be
her Frenchie.
I don't like Frenchie.
Every
Frenchie was on.
Hispanic dressed in like a Tommy Bahama shirt and shorts that's on a cruise doesn't get killed by the robot. Every Hispanic with a Dodgers cap immediately mowed down.
Done,
with his
yeah.
bikini. Like, wow,
Whoa.
this thing is highly accurate.
Botched, and she's a hot mess.
Yeah, she looks horrible.
She looks like a.
Well, she doesn't look horrible. She looks like a
duck.
nice lady,
She
but
looks
she
like
looks
a fucking duck.
Yeah, she looks like she had too much plastic surgery.
She looks like a
You
French
think?
duck.
These guys are really hitting.
They go,
The
look,
hot
man.
takes go
You know
deep.
what? They're gonna say things you're not gonna say. All right.
So we decided on Flavor of Love, though. We went hard in the paint on Flavor of Love.
Yeah, Flavor of Love
Yeah,
was funnier.
Flavor of Love all
All
day.
right. Rock of Love, too much
What year is it? Why are we talking about Flavor of Love?
violence, too much
much
definitely
heartbreak.
sexually transmitted
Oh,
disease.
Because the other day I was hanging out with my sister and one of her kids had on Romy. Romy's been on the show. Had on ridiculousness on MTV. Have you ever seen that?
I've seen a few episodes.
It is the worst
Hot garbage. Rob
thing. I was sitting there and I go, who watches MTV still? These are the guys that watch MTV still. This guy and Brendan Schaub, they watch it. Hey, did you see ridiculousness, dude? It was nuts. It's like Tosh.0, but for millennials.
Well, that's because they're part of that. Like, they're employed by all these people.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's a good point.
And they all have buddies. Like, that's why California has gotten so sort of... California was cool back in the day. You know why? Because it was... Do you understand that California got settled in, like, the 1860s? So it wasn't like... We weren't there forever.
Right.
So there wasn't, like, this nepotism and this generational bullshit. But now these people are all kids of famous people. They're all buds. They all went to, Reseda High School together. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, I know. You're right. It's a
And
good
then they're
point.
like, "Yeah, my dude, bro, I gotta watch MTV, and then I gotta watch Comedy Central because my dude, bro, what's his face? Who's the host of the Daily Show? I forget his name.
Trevor Noah.
Yeah, my dude, bro, Trev Dog is gonna be hosting tonight. Then I gotta switch it over, man. VH1. I got my friend. Like, it's all because they have to. They're required to
watch stuff their friends are in.
So
yeah.
they're all like, they have no point of reference out of. Dude, did you see MTV this week? No, literally nobody.
It's 2019.
Nobody with a brain is connected to that shit. Like, it's weird, dude. Like, this is why I was having a meeting with who's some guys. I'm not gonna say who on the air, but I was meeting with some guys when I was in New York.
Russian spies.
Part of the. Yeah, that's right. Roger Stone took the fall for your boy Mersh. No, but I was meeting with these guys. It was kind of an impromptu thing. We just kind of met, and then we were talking for hours, and they were like really rich dudes, and they were grilling me about like YouTube, and I was like, dude, like I was trying to explain to them how people will actually on Patreon and then all these other platforms, they'll find a way to support their favorite content creators because they just don't trust the media anymore. MTV sucks. The television in general sucks. Everything blows. I was telling them, like, my hotel, I was telling them, like, I'm sure all the last few hotels you went to, now their TV, your TV has Pandora and YouTube.
And Netflix, yeah.
And Netflix, because all this shit is garbage. And people actually just give money now directly to a dude. You know, the company takes like 10%, but like they give money directly to a dude, and they're like, I like you. I'd rather throw you money if you're going to do this every night. You know, we'll just we'll go ham. And they were like trying to understand that. This shit is like, these guys are the LA ones that are trying to cling to like that legacy. Bro, I'm going to be working for Viacom, dudes.
Like they think they're the new Brat Pack.
And it's
the
a cool
new,
check.
The new Brat Pack.
Yeah, it's a cool check. It's good to get a check. I'd take a check from Comedy Central, but first of all, Comedy Central and all these other channels, MTV, they're not paying what they used to.
No, of course
the
not.
The 90s, yeah, you could bleed them, but now they're very. So what are you going to get? You're going to get a fucking $25,000 holding deal, like Tim Dillon's probably got, where they don't even have his pilot ready. Like they're not even picked up. They're just like, all right, we want to check out what you got, and if it doesn't work out, just leave a window after
Right.
taxes. You got $12,000. He blew probably 30 living in LA that whole time. So it's no longer worth it to pursue these things. Like, there's so many guys I know that are like, yeah, we were going to do a podcast 10 years ago, but we were like, well, what's the money? What's it for me now? And you're like, that's not how it worked. You had to build something, and then it's yours. So this is just gay. It's a circle jerk.
Here's what I'm saying. Do you think you could, because all that energy is going to be in your body, you're going to be running, you slide right to the line, and then you hit. Yeah.
Be tough.
It'd be a good sport.
Yeah, you should bet a new sport.
So that's a sport, right?
Oh my God! What is this? This is
good. It's good is what it's.
jocks.
Two guys with overwhelming chemistry. They're getting along. They're bouncing off each other. These two hit really fast, man.
Dude, here's the thing.
Nobody.
I don't think you can pick one. They're two different flavors, whatever flavor you prefer. But you're talking about two polar opposites.
I'll go to the audience on this one, man. It's a great discussion.
What audience?
It was probably.
There can't be that many people, right? What is the?
I don't know. They just show percentages, which is a nice trick.
The closest one ever.
Well, this video has 345,000 views.
Pretty good, man.
Are you serious?
It's a good show. You deserve numbers like
This
this.
is just Joe Rogan throwing his viewers on to these people. Like I don't I don't get it, man. I don't understand what's funny about this show. I know you're jealous. All right, fine, we're jealous. You find this funny?
It is hilarious how much bad shit gets consumed. I'm telling you, man. Robot Terminators, Skynet, baby. Let's hit the button. What do you?
All right. Well, before we finish today, of course, we want to plug again. Support David's fight against cancer. David got testicular stomach and bladder cancer. 19 years old, doesn't have health insurance, and he really could use the help. There's the link. Anything you could give would be really, really appreciated. The link, if you're watching this later, is also in the description of the video. The first thing at the top. Click there and help out. And you know, anything you can do, and if you can't, just share it. Just share it. Maybe somebody else can. Mike, Nightwave.
Yeah, of course. I'll see you guys 10 p.m. tonight.
There will be a Nightwave tonight, and of course, Daywave tomorrow. Daywave Live. Daywave Live. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. with a Daywave Live. And, again, Teespring. God damn it. Bali, post a link to your Teespring.
Yeah, Mr. Bali song.
Here it is. Here it is. I got it. Help him out. Give him a shirt. He does a lot. He does a lot of stuff for us. He's done a lot of stuff for us. So there's the link to that. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We will be back tomorrow on our main channel. Hopefully, people get notifications tomorrow. Thank you, guys, for being here. And I'm sure Mike will see you in a few hours, and I'll see you tomorrow. Revenge of the Sis.